Today on Southern Accent Foods, I'm making these delicious and fun mini quiches. I've got a pepperoni pizza version, and my favorite, chicken and andouille sausage with Cajun spice. Let's get started. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 190 degrees Celsius. You'll need a mini muffin pan like this for both versions. I like these bendy ones. I'll put a link down below for you, they're really inexpensive. Make sure it's on a sheet pan and hit it with some pan spray. Start with a refrigerated or frozen pie crust, or you could make your own if you're so inclined. Hit your work surface with a little AP flour. Lay down a crust and dust with just a little more. Lightly press or roll out any fold lines. Using a pastry cutter like this one, about 2.5 inches across, cut out the bottom crusts. Press them into your muffin pan on the bottom and up the sides. Get 2 eggs into a large mixing bowl or measuring cup. Pour in about 1/2 cup of whole milk, salt to taste, and whisk it all together. You'll need about 2 or 3 ounces of grated cheese for this. I'm using mozzarella for the pizza quiche. Sprinkle a little cheese into each cup. I'm using these mini pepperonis for this one, but you could use regular size ones and just chop them up. Put a couple of pieces in with the cheese. Pour in your egg mixture to fill them up about 3/4 of the way. This video is part of a collaboration with Justina's Country Kitchen and Catalina Treats Carb Free Kitchen. The hashtag is quiche please! I will do my best to include all the other channels in the description or in a comment, and if you search for the hashtag quiche please! You should be able to see the rest of the videos. Now we can prep the chicken and andouille sausage version. We're going to grate up some more cheese. This time I'm using pepper jack, just a little bit spicy. Get yourself some andouille sausage or any good smoked sausage you like and dice it up kind of small. Canola oil in a saute pan over medium heat. Get your diced andouille in. You won't need much, just enough for 12 of the mini muffin cups. Stir and cook until just brown, about 5 minutes. Set aside on a plate with paper towels. This is a great use for some pulled grocery store rotisserie chicken. Again, you won't need too much, just save the rest for some chicken salad or something. Put a little bit of the chicken in each cup. Sprinkle in some of the pepper jack cheese. Spoon in some of your brown sausage, and top with some of your favorite Cajun or Creole seasoning. Pour in the egg mixture just like before. Get them into your oven until puffed and cooked through. Check them after about 20 minutes or so. Let them cool until you can handle them. If you're using a bendy pan, they should just pop right out. Garnish the pizza ones with some basil or chopped parsley. Hit the Cajun spice ones with some chopped chives, and watch them disappear. All right, now I'm going to talk to you about French food. Quiche is one of those dishes that if you think of French food, you think of it as quintessentially French. But there is another dish that I'm going to tell you about, and that's escargot, snails. Now, I have seen some paella recipes from Spain that have snails in them, but in general, I think if you're thinking about escargot, you're thinking French. And it's remarkable to me because at some point, some guy had to be the first guy to eat a snail. You know, French people, they eat frogs, they eat snails. But imagine that, like old-timey Boudreaux and Thibodeau sitting in the garden with a stone wall. And Boudreaux looks over and he says, "Hey, you see that thing crawling up the wall over there? That slimy-looking thing? I'm going to grab that thing. I'm going to heat it up in some butter with some garlic, maybe some white wine, and I'm going to eat that thing. I'm going to eat it." Somebody had to say that. And that's fascinating to me. So I did the research and I wanted to see how eating snails became a part of French culinary history or French culture. So it turns out that French people eat snails because the French culture as a whole just never developed an affinity for fast food. All right. Hashtag quiche please exclamation point. You can check out the other videos. I've got another great video for you to watch right here. Click on that and I'll see you there.